All righty, we, I think, are good. We are good. Check on your cameras and your microphones as we begin math on this wonderful Tuesday, November the 17th. Yesterday, we did a review, and it was like a review preview kind of thing for division. It was a review of some basic strategies, but a preview to some of the stuff that's coming up next. Today, we're going to use yesterday's knowledge and apply it to an activity called equal shares. If you are Colin, and I think it was just Colin that started math too early, you have to go back and do it again because the activity wasn't ready. That's why I sound like I'm nagging, and I hate to start today's math this way, but you have to be with me first for the me before you do the work. Math doesn't start until 10 o'clock, so you can't do your math work until after 10 o'clock. And some of you were saying, well, that just sounds ridiculous, Ms. Valone. I know, but if you don't know what you're doing, how do you do it? I don't know. We're going to find out. After that, then you have reflex to get that green light. Remember that your green light is the outside and the inside. And then with your extra time, you have your math games and your packet and your fact triangles to practice that fact. So learning target is still solving problems with the 4 operations. The operation we're talking about this week is division. To get our heads in it today, this is a question from yesterday's math activity. It says, Kenzie gives away 24 stickers. She gives an equal number of stickers to each of her 6 friends. How many stickers does Kenzie give to each friend? And you had to solve the word problem by making shares, by sharing the stickers with the people. So I took the question and I set it up like we did last week when we were doing those problem-solving strategies, and we identified the important information. The important numbers are 24 and 6. And we know that the operation is division, and the question is asking us, we have to find out how many stickers each person gets. So we have 24 stickers that are going to be shared into 6 equal groups. My number model or equation is 24 divided by 6. In this picture, you can see 24 stickers divided into 6 people. It puts 4 stickers in each person's hand. And that's modeled in the picture on the screen. 24 stickers shared by 6 friends means that each person can have 4 stickers. The activities that you're doing today are going to look just like this, where you have to problem solve, and you can use a couple different strategies. The second question that looks like today's work is from yesterday's work also. Melanie has 30 marbles in 5 bags. She puts the same number of marbles in each bag. How many marbles does she put in each bag? When we were last together and we talked about division, we talked about the cookie strategy where you have to share everything equal so everybody has the same amount. If you're sharing cookies with me, we better have the same amount of cookies because you like cookies and I like cookies. And that's a silly way to remember how to divide. So we broke this question down too. The important numbers are 30 and 5, and we are going to be dividing. What do we have to do? We have to find out how many marbles are in each bag. So it's asking us to divide 30 by 5. In the chat box, tell me, what is 30 divided by 5? What times 5 is 30? If Melanie has 30 marbles and she's putting her marbles into equal bags, how many marbles will be in each bag? I'm watching the chat box. I have 1 answer so far, and it is correct. I have a second correct answer. A third correct answer. A fourth, a fifth. My brilliant friends are at school today. Be careful writing in your answers, because if you get too excited, then it's going to give you the wrong number. Let's see if you are correct. You are indeed correct. Here is an array. Here's a picture that shows 5 groups of 6 things. If there are 30 marbles shared evenly into 5 bags, there's going to be 6 marbles going into each bag. So Melanie has 6 marbles in each bag. Well, that went by very quickly. I've only been talking to you for a few minutes.
Hey.
Well, let's take a look at today's activity on the Google Classroom, because it changed. So like I was sharing before, some of us tried to jump in, sneak in quickly, and it's not the same activity. So this is what it looks like today It says solve each number story. You might need to get a piece of paper to draw what you solve and put the model for each. And it didn't really work the right way, but we're going to be okay. The first question is to wake up your brain. I don't know why it's on the top if it's the bonus, but what are you going to do? It says 36 divided by 6. When you have a division problem on the computer, it uses that slash to mean division because it's kind of hard. Not all the keyboards have the actual division symbol. So this says 36 divided by 6. What times 6 will give you 36? If you know the answer to this bonus question, put that in the chat box. 36 divided by 6 is how much? Miss Falone, I can't divide, but I do know what 6 times blank is to give me 36. Taking a look in the chat box. My friends are guessing 6, and guess what? You are correct. 36 divided by 6 is indeed 6, because 6 times 6 is 36. And if you say it enough times, you start to sing, and that's how you remember that fact. Looking good. All right, so here's what the rest of the activity looks like. There are 3 questions. Can I make it a little bit smaller? Yeah. There are 3 questions that both say number 1 because all 3 of these questions work together. Question part 1 is a word problem. A class of 30 children want to play ball. How many? Yes, sir.
Yesterday, when I did this, the way I get to check it, I did times.
You are 100% correct, Mr. Board. The way that you check division is with multiplication. They're cousins. They work together.
That's how I get 100 on
That's
my
how you
test.
got 100. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing that tip with your friends. You can use multiplication with division. That's why I keep telling you to practice your reflex, because it works together. It has those fact triangles that we sent home, those fact families that has the facts working together. So the first question is multiple choice. It says a class with 30 children want to play ball. How many teams can be made with exactly 6 children? Then you're going to find the answer. The second part says how many children are left over? Is this an equal fact, or are there kids left over? And then you're going to put that answer in here. And then it says select the number model. What equation is that? I have 30 children divided by 6 on each team to give me the mystery answer. So you're going to click on whichever equation is correct, click into the white space, and go on to the second set. Do we sound okay so far? Yes, we have a lot of celebrating in the chat box. We're doing great.
Yeah.
All right. Then you have 3 questions that say number 2 because they work together. Same thing. For a second game, the same class of 30 children want to have 4 children on each team. How many teams can be made? So there are your 3 answer choices to choose from. Then it wants to know if there are any students left over, and if yes, put the number. If no, put a 0. And then which one of these makes sense as the number model? 30 divided by 4 is 28 with 2 students left over, 30 times 28, or 30 plus 4 with some leftovers. Which of these makes the most sense for the number model or equation that matches the questions? Pick your answer, click in the white space, and scoot down. You have 3 things that say number 3. Robert has 25 pencils to share with 5 pencil boxes. How many pencils goes in each box? Click on the answer you think is correct. Are there any pencils left over? If yes, put the number. If no, put 0, and then find the number model. This work looks a little bit different than the way we've been doing our Google Forms, and that's why we had a little bit of a hiccup before math today, but you are good to go and get this complete. If you did this earlier today before our math lesson, go in and check to make sure that it worked. Some of us are doing it right now, which means you're not focused, but we will take care of that procedural stuff at another time because we're learning math today. That, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting better at it or talking faster, Miss Signorino. That was a very quick math activity.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it is.
But it's all good because take a look at your next screen. Your Google Meet has a great big check mark on it because you are done for today. First, complete your Google activity and go to Reflex, and then with your time left over, I remember to add Prodigy Math today, and you log in with your Google email. if you don't have your packet of math games or your fact triangles. And then after that, I'll see you at 1:30. This is what the rest of your day looks like. Lunch and Lifetime. Your break for you is from 11 to 12:20. The only reason we may interrupt your break is if you have a Mr. Bill meeting from 11 to 12:20. I told you this morning that Mr. Bill is not here today, but I should have the Meet link open. So if you are able to jump on, I should be here. If I'm not here, you can't get in. Not a big deal. Special area break is from 12:30 to 1:20. The handwriting activities are in the Google Classroom. If you can't get that to work, the choice board is in the Google Classroom. And if you can't do your choice board, it is okay. Go and finish Reflex and Lexia. Then at 1:20, you have your final break of the day. You're going to get your snack, go to the bathroom, and take care of you. So you are ready and responsible for 1:30. All right, it is 10:18. We have a bunch of friends signed up for Mr. Bill from 10:30 to 11:45, and then a break, and then from 12:15 to 1 o'clock. I will have the Mr. Bill Meet open if you can hop on. If you hop on and I'm not available, because Ms. Signorino and I have some meetings and things to take care of today, if you can't get on because we're not here, we will get you next time. All right, and I'll see you at 1:30. If you have any questions about math, I don't know why the top of my screen says reading. If you have any questions about math, or if you need help with anything on Google Classroom, take care of that right now. Stay on the line. If you are ready to go, you may go. I'm going to press stop on the recording and answer the question.